Not quite ready for 4G just yet? Then the new Sony Xperia L is suited for those looking for Sony's premium Android experience without the need for an LTE radio. Drawing from Sony's ARC design language, the L features an elegant, curved, removable soft touch back that actually makes the phone look and feel thinner than it actually is. To bring it up to date, the capacitive keys of its lookalike the Xperia J have been replaced by on-screen controls, whilst the power lock key and camera surround utilise metal accents to improve the premium feel of the phone. We're also glad to have the option of expandable memory and the addition of a hardware shutter key and a multicoloured LED notifications light. The 4.3-inch LCD offers up a more unusual 480x854 WVGA resolution, which in practice actually looks to punch above its weight. Colours are natural, there's a good level of contrast, and detail across both images and text is decent. Viewing angles are also impressive, although the backlight's efficiency wavers unless viewed head-on, and overall brightness isn't as strong as the Xperia L's more powerful siblings. Sony is trying to build a consistent user experience across all of its 2013 handsets, and the same Jelly Bean-based UI that debuted on the Sony Xperia Z at the start of the year has made its way onto the more conservative Xperia L too. The company has clearly been careful to trim any fat that might result in slow performance on the Xperia L's hardware, with no sign of Sony's small apps in the app switching window being one example. Having said that, there's still a wealth of Sony DNA in the form of customizable themes, a number of Sony-made apps like their music and video unlimited services, as well as PlayStation certification. The company's latest XMOR RS sensor technology is plumbed into the Xperia L's 8-megapixel rear-facing camera, and for the most part it does its job well, although over-processing is apparent. Check the full set of still and video samples out at recombu.com. Out the box, this handset comes with a respectable 8GB of inbuilt storage, fine for general Android use, even if half of that is taken up by pre-installed apps, files, and Sony's Android experience. Should, however, you want to push the multimedia experiences on offer from this phone, we suggest popping the back off and plugging in a microSD card of any size up to 32GB. The Xperia L may not be a flagship, but it's still got a wealth of connectivity nonetheless. As we've already mentioned, 4G isn't part of the package, but there's still Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, hotspot functionality and NFC, as well as Sony's own Xperia Link feature, which lets you activate the L's Wi-Fi hotspot remotely from your Sony tablet. With so much packed into this slim-waisted handset, you'd expect the battery to suffer, but with the company's stamina technology built in, the Xperia L can comfortably last a day and some. Turn that mode off, however, and you'll likely need a trip to the charger before the day's out, which is a shame. The Sony Xperia L is an inoffensive, capable Android smartphone. The latest Android experience Sony offers users is the most refined and flexible iteration yet, and the company seems to have struck a nice balance between performance, design and price across all their devices. At its current price tag of around £220, we'd rather opt for the 4G toting Sony Xperia SP, but chances are the price will rapidly drop down, making this a powerful, affordable mid-ranger with a hint of flagship user experience on top.